Welcome to the podcast that earned recognition 2 years in a row, 2019 and 2020, as one of the best podcasts in marketing research. This is Research Business Daily Report. We thank you for watching us today and hope that you'll lend your support for our Research News video series. We'll tell you how at the end of today's video. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 26th year as the respected voice in market research. Unless you've been pulling a Rip Van Winkle and have been sleeping through the last 12 months, you've been aware, probably even involved in the most remarkable transition in research history. Obviously, it began when COVID hit last March, and in short order, focus group facilities shut down and qualitative research, as in demand as ever, shifted online. Now, it had been a scary moment to almost overnight make that move, but a few weeks ago, the PR firm at Discuss.io introduced the agency's brand new Chief Strategy Officer, Jim Longo. And I read the interview that was done with him, and I've rarely read something in a printed form that kept my attention page after page as that interview did. And it was all about the emergence of online qualitative. Jim Longo agreed to join me to discuss his perceptions of the state of the market in this bustling online qualitative era. Now, we usually make it a point to avoid back-to-back presentation of an interview. However, we're making a major exception today and again tomorrow because we're confident that you're going to enjoy both segments. Here's the first of two.
There's been a gradual adoption over the years with online qualitative research. But, and there's definitely a need now to connect with the consumer. We've even seen empathy become a key metric in many organizations. So that in combination with a few other things that are happening in the industry, there's a growth in hiring corporate researchers. New technology across the board has made it easier to connect with consumers. And we're also seeing ongoing qualitative programs or scaling qualitative research as a need. That in combination with more DIY that's happening in our industry is all coming together at one time. So I think COVID accelerated the process and made us aware of it. And now people are beginning to see the benefits of doing online qual and have kind of like broken free of what they've done for the past 40, 50 years and now see the potential in online qual. You can read facial expression and body language online if you're using video, just as there are techniques to pick up on emotional cues in text of online qual. So I think the enlightenment is that it caused us to, COVID caused us to reevaluate our lives completely, but it also is, it's an understanding that you don't need to be in the room to relate to somebody. For 12, 13 months now, we've had to get by with virtual meetings, whether that be on Zoom or Microsoft Teams. So, clients are saying to me, I don't know if I need to travel for every single meeting like I did pre-COVID. So they're looking at that. So in the same way, they're probably looking at qualitative research and say, do we really need to travel? Now, I'm not saying that face-to-face groups are going away. There's certainly a need, a time and a place to, whether you're doing sensory research or any kind of a demo that you have to have people in the room to understand it and see it. And clients are not saying they're going to abandon face-to-face work. I think they're going to just reevaluate and say, do I really need to get on an airplane and spend that additional money? We're actually seeing an increase in research because their dollar goes a little bit further online. It is easier to set up a conversation. It's easier to recruit somebody. Get the right person in the room, the virtual room. But there's still a skill set needed to interview and ask the questions. So what we're seeing is the insights teams training marketers on how to ask questions, not ask leading questions. I wouldn't say training, I'd say more upskilling the marketer so they can ask more provocative type questions, helping, insights teams helping write guides, things like that to make all marketers just better researchers in general. What is still needed is someone to analyze that data, right? That the transcript or the video to pull out the nuggets of information that you can, make the decisions you need to make and move forward. So I think that's the skill set where the insights department or even independent moderators can become more of a consultant around understanding that and not spend time pulling levers as part of the data collection process.
That wraps up today's Research Business Daily Report. Now, if it is possible that anyone out there is not familiar with the editorial goal of RBDR, let me state that it is to give you news insights and commentary that you're not going to find anywhere else. Do you appreciate what we're presenting? Well, if so, and if I may, please consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter. We encourage everyone out there to visit RBDR's exclusive crowdfunding platform as patreon.com/RBDR. And in fact, this week, Innovate MR did so and made a very, very nice contribution. We hope that you will do the same. And as we await your visit and hopefully your support, we hope that all of you will have a good research day, and we'll see you back here with us tomorrow. Until then, please stay safe.